Hey there, ever just stop and think about how your phone knows what you're going to type next? Or how you can just talk to a little speaker in your kitchen and it actually answers back? It really does feel like magic, doesn't it? Well, today we're going to pull back the curtain.
I mean, seriously, think about that question. How can a machine, which only understands ones and zeros, possibly get the hang of human language? With all our jokes, our sarcasm, our weird little ways of saying things, it's a huge challenge. But the answer is pretty amazing.
And that answer has a name: Natural Language Processing, or NLP for short. You can think of NLP as the ultimate translator. It's the bridge between our messy, creative world of words and the super logical black and white world of a computer. It's the tech that lets machines finally start to speak our language.
Okay, so where does an AI even begin with all this? When it sees a sentence, it doesn't see meaning right away. Nope, it sees a puzzle. And what's the first thing you do with a puzzle? You dump out all the pieces.
So it all starts with your input, right? You type a message or you say a command. If you spoke it, step one is turning that sound into written text. But then comes the really important part. It breaks the sentence down. It shatters it into tiny little fragments, usually individual words.
So now the AI has this big pile of puzzle pieces. It's got the word let's and have and picnic. But just having the pieces doesn't mean you can see the final picture, right? The real trick is figuring out how they all fit together to mean something.
All right, so you've got your pile of word pieces. The next big problem is that some of those pieces can fit in lots of different puzzles. A single word can have totally different meanings, and this is where context becomes, well, everything. Just take a simple word like bank. If you say, I need to go to the bank, you're talking about money. But if you say, we had a picnic on the riverbank, you're talking about the side of a river. For a computer, those two meanings are completely different. So how does it choose the right one? It looks at the other puzzle pieces. The surrounding words are the clues. When the AI sees river next to bank, it's a huge hint. It's like, aha, they're talking about the outdoorsy one. By looking at the words around it, the context, the AI can make a really, really good guess about what you actually mean.
So you might be wondering, okay, how did it get so smart? How does it know that river and bank go together like that? Well, it wasn't born with that knowledge. It had to learn. And it learns by reading. A lot. Like, from a library the size of the entire internet.
To get this good, AI models are fed just an unbelievable amount of text data. We're talking about websites, digital books, articles, forums, basically a huge chunk of everything humans have ever written down and put online. It's a digital feast of information. And by sifting through all of that text, it starts to see patterns. It learns that happy is often followed by birthday. It learns that river and bank show up together in one context, while money and bank show up in another. It's not learning rules from a textbook, it's learning the relationships between words based on pure statistical probability. Honestly, the easiest way to think about it is your phone's predictive text. You use it every day. It knows what you might say next because it's seen those word patterns millions of times before. Now, just imagine that same idea, but supercharged, on a cosmic scale. That's kind of how these big AI models work. Now, this might all seem a little abstract, but I promise you, this isn't some sci-fi future tech. You are using this stuff all day, every day, probably without even thinking about it. For real? That chatbot you just used for customer service? NLP. When you ask your voice assistant about the weather, that's NLP. Those little suggested replies in your email that save you from typing? You guessed it. And those amazing translation apps that let you talk to someone on the other side of the world, it's all powered by this exact same technology.
But let's be honest, we've all been there. You ask your device something super simple, and it comes back with an answer that is just bonkers, completely out of left field. If this tech is so smart, why does it still mess up so badly sometimes?
Well, at the end of the day, our language is just incredibly complicated and messy. Sarcasm is a nightmare for an AI to understand. Sometimes the context is just too vague. And maybe the biggest reason? The AI is learning from the internet, which, let's face it, is filled with mistakes, weird opinions, and just plain bad grammar. It's learning from us, imperfections and all. And that kind of leads us to a really big final thought. If this AI is learning to talk by reading everything we've ever written, it's not just learning words. It's learning our habits, our ideas, and yeah, even our biases. It's holding up a mirror to us. So as this tech gets more and more powerful, the question we really need to ask ourselves is, what are we teaching it?